Why?
I guess if you go to the board, you're just going to get a ballista and kill somebody.
Probably.
And then suddenly the market is flooded with them, and there's a million people selling them. And
But if you're dealing with like a player that really wants or needs a card that that they've picked out of your trade binder.
Mike's wearing cologne.
Am I?
Something. And so if he plays Heliod on 3 and wants to combo off the next.
Hey guys, this is Andy from the Snapcast Podcast with another episode of Attacking the Meta. This is going to be episode number 4, and today we're going kind of the opposite of the last one, where we're going a little bit more control-y. And you'll notice this deck, we are playing a companion. I don't think there's a good reason not to right now, standard. Plus, we're going to really abuse several cards here. And that's really all there is to it. So, let's start off Drannith Magistrate. This card stops all of our opponents from casting their companions, number 1. Also stops all escape cards from entering from the graveyard, and all adventure cards from entering from the exile zone. So, this card's really good, especially in some matchups. Absolutely insane. There's the what is it? It's like Rug, I think? Yeah, Rug Reclamation sometimes also plays cards like, they play Bonecrusher Giant, Lovestruck Beast, what's the flyer? Brazen Borrower, all those stops, and also Escape to the Wilds, where it exiles the top 5 cards and you can play them until you're through your next turn. Stops that as well. Card's insane. The next thing we're kind of leaning on is 4 copies of Narset. 4 seems like a lot, but against the Jeskai cycling deck, it just completely stops them from being able to cycle. Like, they can cycle a card, but they can cycle once on our turn, and none times on their turn if they want to get a card back. So that's incredibly strong. Teferi, another really strong card. Of course, has been forever, but this really shuts down all the, you kind of build up an artifact. It's not quite Boggles because you can interact with Boggles, but they keep up the protection spells. This completely stops them from being able to build that up. And then beyond that, it's not too much crazy. We're just playing a Yorion pile, and we're just going to abuse the hell out of it. So, things that we like to blink with Yorion, Charming Prince, we'll get back to that. Birth of Meletis, Omen of the Sea, Banishing Light sometimes, especially against the sacrifice decks. Sometimes you just throw Banishing Light, and they sack a dude in response with their Witches of it or something, and you're just like, cool, now I can just blink this later and get rid of something else. Narset resets the counters, Teferi resets the counters. What else we got? Elite Guard Mage, really good for that. Elspeth Conquers Death, this is actually pretty insane. We'll talk about a 3-card combo with this. And then, of course, Agent of Treachery. We're just abusing the shit out of Agent of Treachery, because why not? We're not quite abusing it to the point where, a Luca or a Winota does, where you're getting this out on, turn 4 or 5. But it's still really strong here when you can start blinking it over and over. One thing that's really sweet, we have a Teferi out with a Yorion. You can -3 to put the Yorion back in your hand, then recast the Yorion, and then you blink the Teferi plus anything else you want to blink. It's really good with Elspeth Conquers Death because you just exile one of their things every single turn. Also, Agent of Treachery, you get infinite, 1 per turn, but you get a bunch of those. Charming Prince, pretty interesting, the way it goes together, because this brings things back on your end step, and so does Charming Prince. If you blink, say you blink Charming Prince with Yorion, Charming Prince comes back on your end step, then you can blink Yorion again. Yorion will come back on your opponent's end step, and you get just additional triggers, so that's pretty sweet. Other stuff, since we're playing all the enchantments, we're playing a couple copies of Archon, a couple copies of Elspeth, just kind of trying that out because it's a good card. Shadow's Guy, why not? Dream Trawler, another why not. Really good with Elspeth Conquers Death to get it back. But a lot of these cards we probably wouldn't play Brazen Borrower as well, except that we have to play 80 cards, so that's what we're doing. couple castles on each side. Pretty standard mana base. I mean, it's just blue-white. Sideboard, a lot of stuff against black decks. A little bit too much, actually. This can also come in against mono-red. Disenchant's really good against both the artifact decks, because like build up an artifact to attack you, because it hits both the enchantments you put on it plus the artifact itself. One of the really cool things is, since this is a white card, and they're usually putting white enchantments on it, you can target the artifact, they'll give it protection from white, at least all their enchantments fall off. Also kills Wilderness Reclamation, which is really relevant. Eidolon, I'd like to play more of these if I could. Card's just really good against the Planeswalker decks. Like even Luca on 5 now he can't plus or minus or anything right off the bat, but it just kind of has a nice little tax effect. And Aether Gust, we all know Aether Gust, really good against red, pretty good against green. But you know the deal. We're gonna play 3 games of traditional standard ranked, and I hate today's historic day, so like just the way this stuff is put in. So a lot of times I click on the wrong stuff. Oh well, we got it this time. So we'll play 3 matches of traditional standard ranked, best of 3s, and we'll see how the deck does. Cannot keep that. This one is keepable, but it's not great. We're going to ship an island. We have Omen of the Sea. We would like to be able to play Drannith Magistrate, because sometimes it's just really good. He doesn't have a companion, so this might not be the best Drannith deck, but still. He's going to go ahead and grab the Forest. We'll Omen on the end of his turn. Okay, so this is going to be some sort of Reclamation deck, most likely. He may have counter magic for Narset. He probably, unless it's Flash, we're going to keep one of those. If it's Flash, okay, don't matter. We're gonna slam on a Magistrate because we have 2 of them. If it's Flash, you might have counter magic for that. If it's Reclamation, you will not. Looks like it's probably... okay, could be either still. Bastard? Yeah, there's an opt. So, probably Flash. We'll have to watch out for counter magic, especially on 4 mana, like he has right now. He's gonna go get a Forest here. Oh, it's gonna be a mountain. It is Reclamation. That's a little scary. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run into an attack. We're gonna run this, so it doesn't matter about playing the land first, because even a Quench is gonna get me. Yeah, Mystical Dispute. So he did have that last turn. Let's play this in tap. So this Narset's pretty decent against this deck as well, because of just the interaction with Explosion expansion. Magistrate's not bad because he does have a few adventure creatures. I'm not feeling really good right now, or he has 2 Reclamations out already. We will attack. See what happens. He only has 3 cards in hand, which is nice. Yorion here to draw a card, or we can just play another Drannith. I think we'll play another Drannith. Yorion next turn. Finishing Light gets rid of one of them. That's worth keeping on too. See if he has counter magic. I don't think he counters it, but it's worth putting it out there. Okay, we'll give him a chance to draw a card. Dragonfire kills one of them. That's why we played the second. So he'll get at least one Castle Vantress off here, if not something more than that. Ooh. Yeah, he'll Castle Vantress once right now, I think. No, he probably could twice, actually. Yeah, he can twice. And that's just so much like card selection. See, he's gonna go through the top two already. Just activate it. There you go. You didn't have to go through all that. So we found one he likes in the top four. My turn. Playlands. Swinging. That's not the right card. Let's get rid of a Reclamation. He's thinking. We don't know if he has an instant in hand because he's always going to have priority. Or the game's always going to give him priority. He's not going to skip over it because he can tap the Vantress for it at any time. We don't want to sack this to scry because we want to draw cards off it. So, he left one on top last time, so that card's still on top. So he's only looking at one. Okay, he's going to leave them both. Whoa. Okay. Must be some sort of counter magic. Probably a Mystical Dispute. He wants to stop my Yorion. So we may want to be playing around that. Because it wasn't anything he cast anyway. He has both the cards he wanted now. Yeah, I don't think we're going to cast Yorion. We don't want that either. If we get one more land, then we can cast Yorion. Because we'll have the 3 to pay for Mystical Dispute. Worst case scenario, we can always scry at the end of this turn. So he's already drawn both the cards off top that he likes, so this is going to be a fresh scry from him. 2 on top. That's annoying. Luckily, he can't escape it. Does give him another draw. Like, oh, actually, he'll castle once, leave the rest of his mana up, which will just leave him with 2 mana tapped, 2 lands tapped, I should say. Like, he'll tap the mountain and then, oh no, tap the forest. Okay. Yeah, like, that doesn't make any sense. That's his only green source. That's why auto tapping is so bad. Both top, huh? Well, what can I draw? Guard Mage. I'd like to draw a Guard Mage. Guard Mage is only 4 mana, so I can cast it. That's why I didn't grab the land first. Of course, if he has multiple counterspells, then that's fine. I should be able to go Guard Mage, even pay for it if I want, then play the lands. That's 5 total lands, yeah. So that's fine to tap that down. Three life draw card. Now I actually have a somewhat reasonable clock. It's not a great clock, but it is a reasonable clock. So there's Dragonfire, yeah. So now he's going to try to escape his stuff. Can't do anything about that. Yorion now still draws me 2 cards. So he didn't escape. He might be worried about counter magic. Worst case scenario, I can just blink the Vanishing Light onto the other one too. Makes sense. Do have Shatter available, which isn't great if I want. Oh, well, that's annoying. I still think I'm gonna want a Yorion. It draws me cards. We can always double block the shark if we need to. Well, let's play that. Mystical Dispute? Does he have two of them? Okay, there's the first one. We're gonna pay for it. And now the second one. Which he has to do. I mean, Yorion gets me so much value. But me taking 2 cards out of his hand does feel pretty good. Now, with any luck, he slams Uro here on his turn, and we get a lot more value out of the Shatter. We're still behind, for sure. Woman of the Sea is now something that's pretty safe to sack. Now, we can still get Yorion back with Elspeth Conquers Death, but, like, more important just to find what we need at this point. Ooh, he's going to play into it, so we'll see if he has more counters. He just used 2 of them, and I believe he used one in the beginning of the game, too, right? There's 1 there. 2 there, yeah. So he's already cast 3 Mystical Disputes that are all on his main board. Let's hope that that's all of them. I can't imagine there's going to be more than that. But I have been wrong before. Yeah, he gets the free Castle Vanters. We'll see where they go. Excuse me. He's got 1 good one. And he'll draw it right away. Let's swing. Let's Shatter. We've got plenty of cards to escape again, unfortunately. Boom. And we'll play out the rest of it. Negate, okay. So 4 counters main board, that's quite a bit. I can escape Elspeth if I need to. Spoiler, if he escapes Uro, I need to. Yep, there we go. Uro's just so much value right now. But we do have a decent amount of blockers. We'll get 4 blockers out of this one if it resolves. I don't want to run into another Mystical Dispute, just in case he's running all 4. He is running all 4. Look at that. We'll pay for that. That's like just crazy value. So we can blink this, and we just put it back in his hand, like, at least save us some time. He gets so much value out of it, but we can't just let it hit us. We'd be drawing a card every time it swings anyway, so it is what it is, unfortunately. We could give him Wilderness Reclamation back, and then exile it, but, like, With 2 Castlevantris, I don't know if that's a good idea either. Let's just do this. All. Still have 7 cards in the yard. Only 28 in his deck though. We can, yeah, we'll cast it or we'll play it even though it doesn't feel great. He should escape it again, most likely. I see there's another one, which is possible at this point. We've only seen 1 Uro so far. Right? There's not another one here. There's the second Uro. We're down to 24 cards. We're still at 60. It's grindy, but we can get there. We do have blockers, which is super nice. We still, I mean, if we just get hit by an expansion explosion, we're dead. We don't have any counter magic in this deck either. We have really no way to stop that. But, unless this is a copy, like, there are so many of them. Yeah, escape it, come on. You know what you're doing. Well, it doesn't make sense to me for him to not run Expansion Explosion if he's playing both Blue's Reclamation and has red mana when we haven't seen a single red spell other than that yet. Scorching Dragonfire. But yeah, like, that's not a reason to run red. If you're already running red, it's probably fine, but it's not a reason to run red. Out of 4 cards. Let's do some scrying. See what we can find. Now, whatever we want will resolve here, which is nice. So that's up to 3. That's really good. We don't want Banishing Light. Because he's got that on 3 already. But we do want Elspeth Conquers Death, I'll tell you that. We do not have the mana to escape. But that's, getting rid of that's like the most important thing anyway. And then we can Castle Vantris on a turn. Unless we just die. We might just die. Shark Typhoon, okay. Maybe that's just kind of what he's trying to do with all his extra mana. Okay. I'm glad that didn't hit me in the face. Like, that's 3 mana. He's probably just going to get rid of this anyway. So I think that was a misplay by him, but we'll see if he has different plans. He cannot escape Uro yet. Luckily, like, that'll get me going up to 5. So now he realizes he has to get rid of this. Which makes sense, because otherwise I get to Fairy back bounce that. He's at 21. And he might as well. Oh, he's not going to tap in response? Okay. I thought he was going to at least Castle Vantris. So he'll blow that up. That's fine. I got my value out of it. Now he's able to escape. What can I find? Which a fairy would be nice. Brazen Borrower is pretty good. Or I Drannith Magistrate is terrible. I've already played all 4 though, so it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we can hit Elspeth, so that's Guard Mage that doesn't come back. Grab that way. You guys need to gain life. Let's make some more ones. Get rid of this while he doesn't have a counter magic. Cool. My hands are played. You know what I got. You know what I got. Pretty much nothing. Can't even cast his Brazen Borrower. Fine with that. So what does he have for cards left? 20. How many Shark Typhoons? 1, 2. He's only cast 2, so he still has 2 left. And I mean, he can just resolve one at any time too. So he didn't escape. So is he Shark Typhooning for infinity here? Or is he just going to kill me with a Reclamation? Well, he knows I don't have any counter magic or anything. Yeah, he's got me. Cool. Exactly 20, so he will not die. Be sweet if I had a card that said each player draws a card. Oh, he's making me draw. That's neat. Alright, so we need to have a way to deal with that. The best way is to deal with the Reclamations. That's not good. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Well, this doesn't do... He gets rid of his graveyard card. So does Magistrate already. We don't need this. Elspeth summons Dominus. This isn't very good. Do I want an Elspeth? Do I want an Apostle? I think we'll keep the Elspeth. Game 2. This one's gonna be a long episode, boys. It's the problem with playing blue-white. Especially when you get a Reclamation matchup round 1. Kept the Magistrate in there because it stops the Euro. We also kept the Narset in there because it stops the small expansion explosion. Even if they kill Narset with it, they still don't draw cards because it tries to resolve the entire spell. It's going to mark the damage on it, then try to draw cards. State-based actions will be checked well after the card is resolved, and that's when Narset dies. If it said destroy a creature, then draw X cards, or destroy a planeswalker, and then draw X cards, it would work, because it would be putting the Narset into the graveyard, then draw the cards. Narset's not there to deal with anything. But state-based action says we're good. We'll keep... Go Temple into Fountain. We're going to want that eventually, that's fine. We have a slow hand, but I really like having the Disenchant, because they lean on Reclamation big time. Now we can play Vantress next turn into Narset. Alright, well, we'll see if he has a dispute. If so, at least we get rid of one. Okay, he doesn't. Cool. I'll grab my Narset. So that's neat. Both of our Dream Trawlers on the bottom of our deck. 2 in an 80 card deck. They're both on bottom. Oh man. So we'll minus first. Grab it on. That's fine. We'll let them know we have one. Shock. To a Charming Prince. Scry 2. That way we keep up Omen. Really, it's so we keep up Disenchant, but we're showing Omen. And then we'll have Jafar next turn. Yeah, that's fine. What's great is if he plays Reclamation, puts down a tap land. Okay, even on tap land. Oh, that's not good. I hate Clothis. No. We're gonna bounce him next turn. It's too bad he kept some mana open though. Oh. You know, we're gonna play that anyway. Fairy, we'll put that on bottom. We do want to draw a land. Swing it in. No mystical speed, that's nice. That's nice. That's really nice. Now we still have Omen available, we still have Disenchant available. That's really strong. Close this again, yep, that's fine. Three mana available. That means we can Elspeth Conqueror's Death one of these guys. And Counter Magic doesn't work anymore, which is nice. I have a pretty strong lock on him. With just this. And then Yorion will do serious work. Especially when we have one of these down. Yeah, let's go this way. This. Oh, doesn't matter. We'll draw them both anyway. Bottom. Just drawing lands is fine because we're not going to be able to cast all our spells anyway. We'll swing. Still no cards in our graveyard. And then when... Oh, so we don't even have to Yorion here, actually. Do we do it anyway? Yeah, we don't want to lose this. We have a full lock right now. Let's just do it. That way we can... We'll actually do the double blink here as well. But we can reset all this stuff. Draw more cards. Make sure this can't die on his turn. Right now it can die. Like, he can cast anything he wants right now, and that's it. Now he cannot. Exile another, we'll exile that, have it come back on his turn. Draw a couple cards. We'll draw that one. And the good thing is we'll be able to do this again on his turn. Or his end step. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Castle Ardenvale. It's a good mana sink. And pass turn. And if we cast Omen before his full end step, but we get to blink out as well. Yeah, you don't get to draw a card. You do gain life. So this is actually a way for him to deal with stuff. So this is where I should have did that, but that's fine. 1, 2. I'll leave that so it can attack. Okay, he's gonna quit. Teferi bounce, and I can just do it again as well. That's like the hard lock, is when you get all that, because then you just minus Teferi, put Yorion back in your hand as long as Teferi lives, cast Yorion, blink everything, reset the counters. You just get to blow up so much and draw so much. So abusive. And then with Charming Prince, which not a lot of people are playing for whatever reason. It's definitely the incorrect to not play it, I think, but where people aren't playing it, like, or by playing it, I should say, you get to not only do it when Yorion comes in on your turn, but you also do it on their end step. Yeah, just playing it Drannith. It's pretty good here. Temple, looking for another land, probably. So, boom, that's enchantment, that's okay. See if this reason. I should. He has Mystical Dispute and then the Gate. He doesn't have anything else. Growth Spiral makes sense. This card's pretty good. Teferi is nice when it's on the battlefield as well, because it makes it so he can't actually like use the Wilderness Reclamations to cast a big spell, because that's obviously instant speed. I'll just hold up Aether Gust here. What if he plays we'll let that happen. That's not good, but we'll let it happen. We want to get rid of the Reclamation on his turn. Or the closest. That's fine too. He'll put it on top unless he has 2 of them, so that's good. Oh, he's going to negate it. Okay. Well, that lets us resolve Elspeth. We're going to start taking some damage, but we have this available as well. That's fine. It's a white spell, he can't counter it. Oh, but he has no cards in hand. He doesn't even draw something he wanted. Well, the first one wasn't something he wanted. We have Elspeth Conquers Death in hand, so we're in a pretty good spot. Like, Clothis will do a little bit of damage, but should only do it once. We'll see what he has available to him. He didn't cast anything. Let's play land. Let's attack. Let's make 2 more 1/1s. He may have counter magic in hand, so I think this is the first thing we want to resolve. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's fine. Now let's just do this now. That'll force him to replay it, and we won't take damage. Growth Spiral, okay. I'll put a land in the battlefield. Oh yes. What is this card? If this is a land, we win. Oh, yes. This Elspeth Conquers Death. We could play the Teferi here. Maybe we should just play the Teferi. It'll just mean, yeah. We can Teferi bounce even. And then we can still play the Elspeth Conquers Death. Because we have the Teferi. Either he finds something to deal with Teferi, or he has counter magic. Like, there's not both. Cool, so game 1 was really wild. Game 2 and 3 were pretty simple. Nice. We'll go to match 2. Fucking bot man. Don't know. Like, just stay here. This is what I want. So bad. 40 minutes already. Just one match. Like, I think our last our last episode was 45 minutes for all 3 matches. That was 7 games. 6 games? 6 games, I think. I think we went 2-0, 2-0, 0-2. So we got Luca sitting here, which means he might be playing Luca. Yeah, he might be playing Luca. We don't have a lot of good options against Luca, unfortunately. We won't show him the blue. We'll start off with a Prince. Carrying Prince on its own. Just a really good card, man. I'm fine with either of those, but I think we'll just take this one. It replaces itself. We're not going to cast it right away. So we're going to play the Narset first. Boop. And now we can play Ventress, Narset. No counter magic. Shadow the Sky is important in this matchup because we have to deal with his 1/1s, even though we can play him end of turn. With, like, the White Omen. Narset's good because it stops this guy from drawing cards. Okay, that's not bad. Kinda like... Well, let's see what we get out of this first. So, Fairy. I like that a lot better, actually. Cool plus here because we have, like, Birth of Meletis and stuff that we just put back in our hands. We'll scry. We'll put it on bottom. Now he can't draw extra cards, and he can't play things at instant speed. Teferi. So now we can bounce fires. Let's see what happens when we bounce fires. That's what happens. That's decent. We're okay with that. Because we can Elspeth Conquers Death, take out Teferi. Next turn we can Yorion. Bounce, take out fires. We pretty much have the lock. We're just going to be careful not to die to Luca. Like, if he plays Luca now, well, then we just kill Luca. But if he plays an Omen... Okay, that doesn't bother us. Oh god, that's even stronger now. So now we take out fires. We don't even have to Luca yet. Or we don't have to Yorion yet. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to bounce both of these because one will be gone. But I will get my Charming Prince back, which is nice. Which means then we get to do this on his turn too. Oh my god. Yeah, this is strong. This is very strong. Kenrith. Oh. Now we can kill my Teferi. Oh, but I can just get Teferi back if I want it. I don't know if I want it. No, we don't want it. We're going to take Charming Prince. +1/+1 counter. Scry 2. Omen of the Sea seems good. Yeah, so there's nothing to do here. I have 1 mana available otherwise, so let's go ahead and Yorion. Blink, blink, blink. End turn. Everything comes back. Exile Kenrith. Exile Yorion. Now we don't have the Teferi to stop like counter magic and stuff, but luckily he probably isn't going to play any. Oh, another Kenrith. Because he's playing fires, he probably doesn't have anything else. Oh, we gave it. Oh yeah, trample and haste. Do we care? Let's gonna exile that. I'm gonna say no blocks. We'll let Narset die. Okay, that's fine. Now that'll exile this. It's nice. That came back on his end phase, so I can use it to attack. Then we can move into this. Exile this. We'll have to make sure we stack our triggers correctly. And what else do we want here? Probably just a guard mage to draw cards, right? That seems good. Hey, temple. That's nice. Put that on the bottom. So we want Yorion to come back. No, we want Yorion's stuff to come back first. Nothing matters, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Because blinking this again, which we will do, but it's not going to do anything. Because there's nothing. Oh, there is something for him to exile, because he still hasn't played it yet. Whatever he plays this turn, end of his turn, I can exile something. Yeah, he has to just burn spells to get rid of this. Yeah, don't blame him there at all, because this is just brutal. Now, do I want to blink this? This is hit end stuff. I just want to attack him now, so let's just scry 2. Worst part of this is eventually just going to bring back Yorion. As long as we don't play any blue spells, he can't counter anything. This seems pretty good, just so he can't cast either of these 2 cards. We got, what, 9 damage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Bring back Yorion. +1/+1. This deck is so abusive. Oh man. So Aether Gust is decent against this. That's about it. There's not a lot I want to bring in here. Never did see the Luca. But I think I do bring that in anyway. So we're going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 Eidolons, 2 Aether Gusts. We'll take the Eidolons out if he isn't actually playing Luca, but I think he is playing like the Luca Agent of Treachery combo. Like it just looks like that deck. So being able to deal with that is nice. This is fine. To find more lands. Teferi on turn 3 is not. I mean, it's a really good hand. I mean, he's playing fire, so like even just like Teferi, probably plays Narset as well. Any of those, it's nice to take care of. Land. So we don't have double white yet, but that's fine. We don't need a Drannith right off. We can Charming Prince. Okay, there's my second white source. Because he can board wipe, so we don't want to really overextend anyway. We'll swing, see what happens. We'll slam to Fairy, see if he has Mystical Dispute. This deck sometimes runs some number of disputes out of the sideboard, but usually not. Just because, like, instant speed spells is terrible with fires. Like, lucky I know he can just Sphinx. What do you call it? Okay, he's going to Fairy. That's fine. So, first step is to get rid of fires. I have 3 mana. Don't have any other enchantments, so playing that's not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. You can always deny him a Karuga. Well, let's Charming Prince see what's on top. Omen of the Sea, huh? I'm gonna draw that. Next turn. Let's play the Drannith. Make sure he can't play Karuga if he wants to. Next turn we can Archon, and we'll be in a pretty decent position. Fires now. Is he just going to Sphinx? Is he have something else? There's a Sphinx. So plus here. I don't have many options here. Let's just run out of Temple. Bottom that. Play an Archon. We're gonna have to let Teferi die if he swings in, but of course I kill his Teferi if he does. Oh, actually I really don't. No, I probably do. That's fine. Not the position we wanted to be in, but it's not terrible at least. We could have Yorion there. I don't think that would have done too much. Ooh, Kenrith. This might just be straight fires without really the Luca thing. Because otherwise playing Kenrith is a little bit weird because it's a human. Haste and Trample. That's damage. Yeah, you can have that. Oh god, yeah, you can have that. All day long, buddy. Yeah. I'll trade Teferis with you. Land. Go to combat. Let's swing. 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 This doesn't make any dues, nope. So we want 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yes, we can play this. Scry 2. Nope. End turn. You do want to put fires in his hand on his up. Well, you know what? We'll let him draw a card. We might just put Kenrith in his hand, actually. On his combat. So Fairy. Well, guess we have to do it now, which is annoying because you can just recast it. But at least that'll be his cast for the turn. And we'll Omen. Isolation Trigger, then let's see what we can find. Agent of Treachery seems really good. Especially when we just have a land in hand and 6 lands in the battlefield. Yeah, so that makes sense just to blink that. Now, probably play the Kenrith, give everything haste. Oh, another Sphinx. So, only 2 attacks possible here? Oh, shit. Agent of Treachery, what do I want to take? Yeah, I do want to take for sure. Let's take a Sphinx. No attacks. That's pretty neat. Now we get to blink Agent of Treachery, which is nice. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. That's okay. Yikes. There's no Narset to stop him from drawing cards, unfortunately. Huh. So everything gets haste. Now do you want to pump? This just gives +1/+1. Oh, right? Yeah, so I think I have to block quite a bit here. We'll block there. Let's block here, actually. Probably fine. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, plus more. I don't think I die though. I didn't do the math. Okay, we're not dead. I need to gain some life. Let's blink some stuff. 1, 2, 3. Let's take the Kenrith, right? Yeah, take the Kenrith. Drawing a card right now, but I'm on my end step, so it doesn't matter. I like both of those. Thinking if it wasn't my end step, then I could play the land and have Brazen Borrower opener, but I just don't have that. I need some life now. He can now play Karuga. He does have that option. Ooh, another Kenrith. Karuga. And of course, he can give everything trample and haste. I don't think he can pump anything, can he? Put +1/+1 counter, he has no green. So this seems like a fair block there. This feels like a fair block. That means I take 5, gain 2, go to 3. That's, you know, he's already cast his spell, so that means I'm safe. Right? flying haste. So yeah, that does nothing. 5, so I gain 2. Take 5. Yeah, this is fine. Those are those 2 spells he casts. Gain 2. And now I just kill him on the backswing. You could have gained 5 life, right? Okay, cool. Well then. That's match number 2. We'll go into match number 3. That one was a lot quicker. It was close. It was a lot quicker. Hey, and we should finish this. If we do not finish this, then that means we ended just like we did last week, with getting screwed over with mana. We just need to hit 4 lands to finish that, so that should happen. We're playing, I don't know, just 8 cards, really. It's a decent blue-white control list with Yorion. We do a little abusing Yorion piles. This is fine, but we're also just playing a few cards that are incredibly hateful. So we got Luris. So this is actually, I should have looked. I'm not used to this yet, of knowing what deck my opponent's playing before he starts playing. Now, obviously, Luris can be a few things, but it's going to be aggressive. And we just kept a very, very slow hand. We'll have turn 2 Omen of the Sea, turn 3 Banishing Light is our most defensive play. I don't hello, I'm sorry. I just don't want to get into it. We'll just play Magic. Call me a bad guy, I don't care. That's just... I don't use any of this stuff. Leads to BM more than often than not, I think. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay. Enter. We kind of do want to be able to Banishing Light the Luris as well. Like, some removal for the Luris, otherwise removal doesn't work as well. Stream Trawler is, like, awful in our hand right now. Ugh. There's another one. Those guys can get out of... Oh, this could get really out of control. We have to look for Shatter the Sky, I think. Which is neither one of those cards. Charming Prince is okay. Charming Prince is okay. One, it helps us look for Shatter the Sky. Birth of... No, this isn't awful, but it's not where we want to be. We put it above Hollow Fountain. But it also lets us play Temple into Guard Mage next turn. Normally we'd keep that land, but we just can't afford it here. Now this is a knight. These are also knights, so this feels bad. But we have to block here, otherwise they just pump and we're in trouble. He might pump anyway, just so we can get counters on him. Yeah, so he's gonna pump, do 5. Those both grow. One will grow by an extra counter. Yeah. So we have a 2-3 and a 3-3, a 3-4. If we can draw Shatter, then... Oh, no. Well... I don't know, do we just get rid of one of these? We might have to. I think... This will never be able to block. We're just gonna get rid of one of them. We do have Guard Mage next turn. Interesting enough, where this thing's grown. Yorion blinking, taking care of the other ones. Actually not terrible. It's up to 4 lands. It's a little bit more than he really wants to be at. Like 4 is probably actually exactly where he wants to be, because he can Laris and then play a 1-drop back from the yard. But at least we know his hand isn't completely all gas. Actually, us playing it, yeah. So this is probably a good spot for us. Let's see if we can draw a shatter. That's not a shatter. Drannith does shut off him being able to play anything from the graveyard with Lurrus, but he doesn't have anything in the yard anymore, so we'll just play this. Plus we'd really life in a blocker. Banishing Light for Lurrus is also good, but we were hoping to hit a land there. Ooh, okay, there's another land. He doesn't have anything in the yard. I'll let him pump once. Make Lurrus bigger, but like at least I have Banishing Light, so that's not too bad. He can actually just play this from the yard again. Oh, and it's that's scary. Yeah, we like really need Shatter here. Oh, we didn't pump, so he's gonna want to play Venerable Knight, huh? No, he didn't. Teferi seems okay. Teferi into Magistrate. We just need to draw a card. Or draw a land off this. But we have to start playing risky. Like, there isn't really too much of a choice here. What do we get rid of? Paragon's annoying, but I think Lurrus costs the most mana. We'll just put that in his hand. Oh, that's brutal. That's so brutal. That would have been sick. Put that in his hand, play the Magistrate, then he can't actually... Well, he could cast it because it's from his hand. This is going to hurt. And he can also play Lurrus here if he wants. If he attached correctly, play Lurrus into Venerable Knight. Featherburnt Champion will pump something too. Ugh! This ain't looking good for the good guys. Luckily our sideboard's really good. Narset's terrible. Excuse me, like having an Narset on the board is not the worst thing in the world. It can find stuff, but like, ugh. I'll take 7 here. Go to 6. And he has a 4-drop, so you'll draw a card off Shatter if I can draw it. Or a 4 power guy, I mean. I need to draw Shatter though. Like, there's really not many other outs. Oh. Magistrate, I guess, is the only way I live, right? Yeah. Magistrate. That's unfortunate. Just didn't draw lands. And of course, we did put one on bottom, but we were really looking for a Shatter. Happens. I think still putting the land on bottom was the correct call, because like if we drew it, we're still in real bad trouble with what's in our hands. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you got me. Block. I take 2 at like the minimum. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there enough red? There's probably not enough red. Eidolon I don't think is good enough. Disenchant's probably not good enough. Things that are really bad. Elspeth's too slow. Elspeth Conquers Death is awful in this matchup. Agent of Treachery is terrible. It gets us down quite a bit. Let's take out one other Birth. This guy's a 2-1 with first strike. That's good enough. Yeah, Elspeth Conquers Death hits 1 card, and that's Lurrus, so we really don't want to play that. Plus it's 5 mana. Of course we have 6 mana cards. The Dream Trawler, but still. Okay, this is good. There we go. Blue land there. So we got Devout Decree, we got a 2-1 with first strike, we get a Magistrate. We'll probably start off with the 2-1 with first strike. That's pretty good too. This is a much better hand. We check he still has Luris, so he didn't sideboard anything above 3 CMC. Okay, he doesn't have a turn 1 play, so that's really good for us. We can feel... Okay, white, yeah, he was playing white last time. Just Venerable Knight. Let's go Castle to Fairy. Link this one. No attacks. He can still like put this one down and attack, but otherwise he plays land. I cannot block this guy because he can pump. Ooh, that guy's annoying. We'll have to Devout Decree him. Yep, that's fine. No trade. He gets bigger. And the good part is we do something like here. He doesn't have anything with haste either. Okay. So we should be able to attack. Put a little pressure back on him. Not a lot. We do have the Vanishing Light for the Luris. He is stuck on 2 lands, which is very nice. Swing in. I'll just blink everything. This will come back with an extra counter. The other ones just come back untapped. It's not a lot of Yorion value, but like we're just trying to put him out of his misery right now. Perfect. Where he's stuck on lands, we can just kind of beat him down. Cool. Game 3. Let's see what happens. So this is match 3, game 3, last game that we're going to be playing today. Again, this is attacking the meta, trying to beat some of the decks that are very strong in the meta currently with very off-meta decks that just kind of do some good things. Obviously, Yorion's not an off-meta card, but some of the choices. Drannith Magistrate's very off-meta. Playing 4 copies of Narset's off-meta. We're doing some stuff that's just not normal. That's for sure. Okay, we don't have to lead off with that now. So this guy's kind of annoying. I like this because it just blocks black guys all day, but we will have to probably play Drannith Magistrate so we can block here. Yeah, we're gonna have to here. We'll go Magistrate, and then we'll go into Apostle after. It's not fantastic, that's for sure. He doesn't have a single black guy. Oh, no. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to chomp. This is crazy. Okay. Now let's play Narset. Hope to not. Oh, we're dead. No, we're actually just dead. Wait, this is a crazy start. Oh yeah, we didn't do anything. Yeah, he has 12 damage. Cool. Well, anyway, 2-1 again. Unfortunate mana screw in game 1. Although, I mean, we kind of chose it. We should have just mulliganed in the first hand. That was a crazy start. I don't know if that deck has a better start than that. We just got run over. We got run over bad. But anyway, my name's Andy. You've been watching Attacking the Meta. I'll show you what this card is. Again, watch Snapcast podcast every Thursday night. They talk about some great stuff, a lot of finance, a little bit of other stuff, and then of course subscribe to the YouTube. You get to see Mike going from 0 to hero with Magic Arena. He's doing the whole don't pay for anything and just just grind his way up and showing everyone that it is possible. You can do it. Brad's been doing some unboxing videos, and, well, I'm just extra content.